Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. You know how I like to talk about work once in a while. Okay, so I was at a very boring store. It's so boring I can get to the store in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There's like 20 people a day. Anyway, I set up this woman for a roof, and she tells me she's an artist, and I'm saying, well, show me some of your work. I mean, I'm not like a aficionado. I don't know anything about art. But anyway, she's showing me like things she's drawn, and I look at one of them and I go, it looks just like, and she goes, it is. It was a vagina. Why are you drawing vaginas? I'm bisexual. You know how I feel about that. I'm gay. There's no such thing as bi. And if you're drawing vaginas, you're not bi either. I wanted to just knock on her husband's shoulder and say, yeah, no. Anyway, I haven't seen one in a long time, a vagina. But I know what they look like because I seen them in the doctor's offices with the illustrations. It was good picture, but can you imagine you're reduced to drawing vaginas because you're not with one? I don't need to do that. I mean, look, it's been a long time, but I'm not at that level yet where I'm drawing vaginas. I've got my weapon. I'm going to break Luigi Mangione out of prison. Can you imagine someone, what were you going to do with this? What were you going to do with this? We are in insanity era. I mean, Trump's making everybody crazy. I'm telling you right now. He doesn't get the death penalty. You know, I don't believe in it anyway. Like, make them suffer. The death penalty, they're out like that. I don't think that, I don't know. I just don't. And plus, they get so many appeals. It probably costs more to condemn them to death. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Super Bowl is set. The big game is set. The Patriots, lucky to get there because Bo Nix broke his ankle. And the Seattle Seahawks. And who is favored? I think Seattle is, and I think they're going to win. I don't bet, so I know everybody does. I think Seattle's going to win, but I'm rooting for the Patriots. There's I'm Gay for May t-shirts. Can you imagine a straight man wearing an I'm Gay for May t-shirt? It's sweeping the nation. Available on barstoolsports.com. Leave it to us massholes to think of these, come up with these crazy antics. Okay. Bill Belichick was denied entry into the Hall of Fame his first time. This is according to ESPN. It's the cheating scandal. It's video Spygate, and other things that made him Darth Vader. Sorry, I'm getting text from my friend we had Taylor Swift night. We had a concert, and I invited the warring lesbians, and they were warring. They arrived in separate vehicles, so I was like, oh no. And then they were fighting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who fights during a Taylor Swift concert? But they managed to do it. So we're in the aftermath of it where we're traumatized. I mean, it makes me glad I'm not with anybody, even though sometimes I get a little lonely, and I'm like, well, maybe I should, but not like that. I do not like hurting someone deliberately. And, I talk to my mother about this, and I say, this is what they're doing. And she goes, this is normal. Like, what do you mean it's normal? She goes, women are vicious. Why can't I be straight? Men are so simple. Watch sports, make him a sandwich, and have sex with them. They're so easy. Okay, so maybe because Belichick was an asshole, I don't know. He does deserve to get there, but maybe they're sending a message. I'm wondering if they're going to do it to Brady because of Deflategate. I mean, Brady deserves it too, I mean, unbelievable. But they all came out and supported Belichick. Brady said if he's not voted in, then nobody should be. Mahomes called it insane on social media. LeBron James said, quote, impossible, egregious, disrespectful. Yeah. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love talking about this. Yee. Rachel Zoe she called Amanda an, quote, airline attendant from the 1960s. I don't really get it, but okay. Very, I don't know. That was creative. Creative way to rank on her a little bit, but maybe calling her fake. I don't know. Oh, she says she's too loud about her accomplishments. Yes, we hear it. We all hear what you've done. Amanda on Dorit's attack at Dinner from Hell. Quote, this isn't how classy women behave. Well, neither is bragging about what you have. She said she felt, quote, emotionally unsafe. Dorit's rough. When she goes after somebody, she's good at like, daggers. She's really smart at really fighting hard. So, Kyle opened up about traveling with Mauricio. The family went to Aspen. She said she felt invisible to him. She said she didn't feel seen. Good for Kyle to express her emotions. It always helps when you talk about what it's hard to talk about stuff that you're feeling and then let it out in a healthy way rather than get revenge or, hurt the other person. And she said she didn't want to talk to, or have him looking at his phone while she was talking to him. And Dorit dropped a bombshell at lunch. Amanda used to be in a cult. And Amanda tweeted out 8 years ago today. 8 years ago. She's been out of the cult for a while. I ran away, she tweeted, from an incredibly abusive, controlling, and insulated environment 1,166 miles from home. I don't know how you even count that. Okay. And then she wrote, I was in a cult. Mag, are you listening? Although Bill Maher says, like Swifties, it's a cult. At least it's a nice cult. And I don't worship Taylor Swift like they do. I think, if she makes mistakes, I'll say something. I don't blindly follow someone like that. Erica and Dorit's birthday party. So Kyle went with Mauricio to Amanda's house, which used to be her house. So she really broke down a little bit. She was getting after we left this house, I got broken into. Like she had a lot of stuff stolen that her mother gave her, like jewelry and stuff. And thinking what if we didn't leave? We might still be together. You can't really think like that because everything happens the way it's supposed to in life, even though you don't agree with it or don't know the reason why it's happening. But it's weird because Mauricio really didn't feel that way. He wasn't really nostalgic about it. She was crying and she said she was happy back then. And, she said after they moved, their life changed. Jennifer Tilly was FaceTiming with Sutton, talking about Amanda sobbing at the door. I love Jennifer Tilly. She's just so funny. And the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The road to hell. And Sutton corrected her. No, the road to heaven is paved. Isn't that scary? You really do something nice and it brings you bad things. Well, they say that no good deed goes unpunished. Amanda shared at dinner that she bought Kyle's house all by herself. Why does she have to talk like this? Her husband wasn't involved. So he's broke. She says she makes she makes in a month what he makes in a year. Really, I couldn't deal with a woman who you're poor, talk like that. So Rachel's like, that's why, that doesn't add value to the conversation. You don't need to talk like that. Boze's friend Natalie talked about getting a massage and a happy ending. Can you imagine? Yeah, I got a massage and we had sex. Maybe I should go to one of these places, huh? I don't know. Do I even like a sure thing? I kind of like to fight for stuff and work my way into it and a challenge, not know what's going to happen. I like that excitement. Dorit said Amanda got up to go to the bathroom to, quote, manifest her absence. Absence. Oh, she's so funny. Dorit wanted to clear the air when she got back. She said, let's talk. Amanda wanted a private conversation. And Dorit said, no, right here. Amanda told her she needed to be able to go to a dinner party without being verbally accosted. It's just hysterical. I kind of love it still. Housewives of New Jersey, I don't like anymore. This one still goes. Don Lemon arrested. They're arresting the press. They arrested the vice president of the NAACP. She streamed it. This is crazy. You're streamed. I'm getting arrested. There's a man at my door. They show it. There's a man at my door. She goes, do you really have to bring 8 agents surrounding me to my cul-de-sac? They were covering the protest in the church, okay? In St. Paul. And you know what? I really don't know all the laws on this. I guess it was somebody violated the FACE Act. I don't really understand it, but I know churches are private property. The protesters might have been out of line, but I heard Don Lemon say to the pastor as he's interviewing, I'm not with them. I'm just covering it. So what I want to know is, they're saying he was in cahoots with them. So he knew about it. So they told him. So I don't know if that just means conspiring or I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or anything, but so they were protesting one of the pastors there that was a director of an ICE field office or something. They're like, shame, shame, shit. This is why I'm not a protester. I can't. This is my protest right here. Okay, here comes the bride. The Handmaid's Tale, Project 25. Heritage Foundation, 920-page document includes, quote, pushing marriage boot camps. Lovely. No, you're not going to force me into it. Sorry. A new report, Saving America by Saving the Family. Okay, the family's under attack. Seeks to increase pregnancy. Thank God. Too late for me. And birth rates. Well, once you're born, they really don't care if you're clothed or fed or have health insurance. It's just like they're pro-birth people. Promoting traditional heterosexual marriage with a male breadwinner. Well, they better get some work done because that's not really happening anymore. The men don't make the money. It's the women. They don't like it. Men can't stand it. Some men might like, oh, hey, I get to live off you. It's not the 1950s anymore, okay? I don't know. Making divorce harder. It's already not easy to get divorced as far as like splitting everything, and you're crazy. They want to restrict, excuse me, the amount of alimony and discouraging IVF and online dating. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I don't do that either. And the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services would run it. Is that JFK Jr.? Oh, yeah, he's great. Didn't he cheat on his wife with some journalist? Fox News poll thinks ICE is too aggressive. This is from January of this year. So everybody, 59% says yes, they're too aggressive. Whites, no degree, 59%. Moderates, 70%. And independents, 71%. He's losing the middle of America. Middle America. Trump voters, 26%. This is why I can't relate sometimes. I see it at work every day. He's doing some good things. That's what they said about, I'm Italian. I hear Italian sometimes. Well, this is a little while ago from Italy. Mussolini did some good things. The trains ran on time. Trump voters, 26%. GOP women, 30%. What is wrong with you people? I'm sorry that you think killing Americans is okay. Where is your moral compass, people, on that side? There's some people that have it in the Republicans. Non-MAGA GOP, 49%. So people that aren't huge Trump supporters that are Republicans, they're kind of normal. It's just them. It's just the MAGA. The ICE net approval rating during Trump. Term 1, 2018, there was no ICE that we kind of talked about. Term 2 in June 2025 was negative 17 points. They were already underwater. Now it's negative 27 points. This is from CNN, Harry Enton, who does all these crazy stats. Trump took away Greg Bovino, the guy that had the Nazi jacket on. Did you see that long coat? It looked like Ray Fiennes in Schindler's List. They took away his, never mind. They took away his post, so now Holman's in. And then I think he's forced into retirement, and they took away his social media accounts. Are you kidding me or what? You got to be bad boy. What you gonna do when Trump comes for you? Bad boy. Some idiot on Fox was saying people screaming, F you, you suck, get out of here. That's tough to take for ICE agents. So yeah, so that's why, should I bring a gun to work? Because you don't know what they say to me. You don't know what they say to anybody working in retail. You don't know what they say to police officers. You don't know what they say to nurses. What people have to put up with that work with sick people, with miserable people. Are you kidding me or what? How weak are you? Why don't we just get the weak ones out, weed them out? They can't handle like verbal. Are you kidding me? If someone touches an ICE agent, and that video circulating about Alex Pretti kicking the light in, okay. So if they do that, you know what's funny? He did that and he didn't get arrested. Now that's an arrestable offense because he's destroying the property of an ICE vehicle. So arrest him. You don't shoot him in the head 10 times. 10 times, really? I'm sorry. But that's not a good... This is why I could never watch Fox. It's like, you're stupid. You're stupid and you're an asshole. That's a bad combination. Trump called Ilhan Omar a fraud. Oh, that's funny coming from him. And that she sprayed herself with the apple cider vinegar. Did you see her go to punch the guy? I probably would have done the same thing. You get reactive when these losers come up to you. Or Trump's... Right? Another guy, a Democrat in Florida, got punched in the face and said, you're going to get deported. Trump's going to deport you. He's an American. Why can't we deport these people? I don't understand. Deport these people. Okay? Disgusting. So I was, what was I watching? I think I was watching Bill Maher. Like we're saying, how many constitutional amendments are we giving up? The First Amendment, now the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment is that unreasonable search and seizure. The Sixth Amendment, the right to counsel, which is happening, denied to allegedly these people arrested and sent off to these camps. The 14th Amendment, people born here are no longer citizens. In Norwood, Massachusetts, a woman died and her husband injured. This is WHDH. Struck by a snowplow. Did you see on Jimmy Kimmel? They showed the snowplow. A guy was stuck in the middle of the blizzard, and he's screaming at the snowplow, "Get out of the way! Stop! Go around, you mother effer!" Oh my God, it was crazy. This is what we do. This is Massachusetts. We yell and scream. We're bringing it back, screaming. Okay, so the people that were injured, she died. He backed into them. I guess he couldn't see. It was whiteout conditions. 33 years old. That's terrible. I mean, they take out mailboxes now, people. They showed one guy driving down the street going, "Happy snow day, MFer," and laughing as he's burying the vehicles. Taylor Swift's Elizabeth Taylor is projected to rank among the top 100 biggest Hot 100 hits for 2026. I told you about that song. I told you. It's the best song on the life of a showgirl. The best. Okay. So in January, I counted all this stuff going on. This is 1 month. People thrown off Obamacare. Me. Due to the huge increases. Trump threatened to take Greenland. Invade Minnesota. He invaded Minnesota, killing 2 U.S. citizens. Well, he didn't actually do it, but his men did. That were not criminals, or at least not that kind of criminal. Took over Venezuela, becoming president of Venezuela, and he took somebody's Nobel Peace Prize. Bondi wants Minnesota voter rolls. CBS News said this. It's not just like voting. You know, you can kind of check out what they voted for. They want social security numbers. This is Nazi-like. This is crazy. She said to help bring back law and order. You're the ones breaking the laws. I don't know what you're talking about. They go into Fulton County and steal the voters, the ballots. He's probably going to alter them. I told you I won 6 years ago. Yeah, he's real healthy. Instead of worrying about that, why don't you deal with I paid $8 for eggs this week. I was like, woo, can you imagine a family with kids? I can't imagine what they're going through. I mean, you want this government? I don't want it. Caroline Leavitt was complaining during White House briefing protesters that were having ice on their cars or giving them the finger. I mean, this is what you're complaining about? You're killing people. Are you serious or what? They are really warped in an evil way. How does that compare to shooting someone in the head 10 times? And the people that are for this are the Germans, the regular Germans that allowed the Holocaust to happen. I look at them and I'm like, this is what it's like when people sit there and do nothing. This is what it's like. There's people that in Germany that would tell on their neighbors. There's also people that hid the Jews that and risked being killed themselves. I'm watching stuff on the Holocaust. It was like, there's something on HBO, 30 photos from the ghetto, and it talked about Warsaw, and I just look at it and I'm like, this is scaring me because we're getting in this territory, It's happening quickly. Ice was thrown out of gas stations, forbidden to use the restrooms. Well, then pee on the street. You guys have penises. What's the big deal? Use them. According to Michael Wolff, that author, the writer, Melania's miffed that the murder of Alex Pretti is ruining her premiere. It's overshadowing her. I guess no one's going to go watch it anyway. Rolling Stone said 2/3 involved wants their names removed. Really? You want the credits removed from the movie? It's that bad? That's scary. Newsmax's Greg Kelly said Alex Pretti's phone looked like a gun. He's like to the camera guy, put it on me. Just show me right now. He goes, look at this. He's turning his phone. Doesn't this look like a gun? Maybe to someone smoking crack. I mean, you're a woo. Can't imagine. I can't imagine people being this idiotic, but it's happening. California mother arrested after her 9-month-old baby fell out of the passenger. I've never fallen out of a car, and I don't understand. Did the mother push her? Because how does the door open? How is she not in a seat with a seatbelt? And she put the kid in and then drove away and caused an accident. Oh, thank God they arrested her. I can't call her a mother. I don't understand how you fall out of a car like that. I'm thinking she pushed the kid. I have no idea, but that's not normal. GOP Congressman James Comer going after the Clintons over Epstein. Yeah, Hillary was, they're blaming a woman for like child molesting and trafficking. I mean, I know Ghislaine did it, but I mean, seriously, you're going to blame Hillary for this too? It's like they're trying such diversion tactics. They think we're stupid. They released all those Epstein files, like millions of files. And he said, if there's a chance of losing more innocent lives, I got this from Yahoo. He meant ICE, not the people that are getting shot, U.S. citizens like Alex Pretti and Renee Good. And said, if I were President Trump, I would almost think about, okay, if the mayor and the governor are going to put our ICE officials in harm's way, and there's a chance of losing more, innocent lives or whatever, then maybe go into another city and let the people of Minnesota decide. Do we want this to continue to have all these illegals? Yeah, I'd rather have the illegals than you people in here. I mean, this is what his brain is telling him to think like. It's scary, because who's dying? Is ICE dying? You got to be some kind of evil. You're not I don't believe he's stupid. I believe he's calculating. I just, here comes more in the blue state. They got out of Maine. They could only find white people in Maine. Don Sidious obviously tweeting a picture of Alex Pretti's gun, saying we can't. And I'm hearing this excuse from people that I know around here. Oh, he shouldn't have been there, or he shouldn't have a gun there. It's open carry, dumbass. You don't know the laws. What about on January 6th? What about Kyle Rittenhouse? Are you kidding me? You can't. We're not stupid. We're not like you guys. Like, you just believe everything you're told. I mean, I just think that Stephen Miller, and Kristi Noem, who the hell called her Tom Tillis? He called her an assistant manager. That was hysterical. They called him a loser, and he goes, "Great, that makes me able to do her job and Stephen Miller's job too." I mean, he had a good comeback for that one. Yeah, that tweet by Miller was reposted by Gady Vance. I mean, even the Wall Street Journal editorial said time for ICE to pause in Minneapolis. Now, that's Wall Street Journal is not liberal. It's conservative. So, yeah, we need the conservatives now to come out in this. It said, not a mistake. The Trump administration spin on this simply isn't believable. The New York Post writing, quote, Mr. President, the American people didn't vote for these scenes, the murders. And you can't continue to order them and not believe their lying eyes. I mean, I think he's backing off. He doesn't really back off, but I'm putting Holman in is backing off. Stephen Miller should have like chains put around his neck and then thrown into a water or lake. And if he floats, okay, he's not a witch. I just think that Kristi Noem should be in charge of an animal shelter, or just put her in a kennel. Let her take charge of that. That's what she's capable of. They forgot to read, all of them forgot to read Judge Judy's book, Don't Pee on Me and Tell Me It's Raining. Chrissy Besham, a woman in Lakeside, California, battling stage 4 breast cancer, had her chemo treatment canceled due to the Kaiser Permanente healthcare worker strike. That's a bad time, really. You can't really do that, pause chemo. So I guess her doctor pleaded, her oncologist pleaded to the hospital officials, and they gave her the treatment. You have to be your own advocate. After Trump proposed a much smaller, this is CNBC, Medicare increase for 2027, insurers warned benefit cuts are coming for seniors. Really, they don't have enough issues. United Health and human stocks were plummeted because of anything he says. It's like the stock market's volatile because of everything that comes out of his mouth. Bipolar. Anyway, all right, guys, that's it. I'm still recovering from the Taylor Swift party with the warring lesbians. Love you. See you next week.